Hey, gang, how are you? We are live on Facebook using, of course, my StreamYard app because I love this app because it gives me the functionality to do all these things. Um, Tonight, I'm going to bring you this lady who we met 2 weeks ago at convention, almost three now. And one of the things we do at convention is we ask people to tell their story. And when I met this lady, we were sitting outside waiting to go into a meeting, and I sat down next to her and I said, "Tell me your story." And I'll tell you what, she knocked me off my chair with this story. So, without much further ado, let me bring Jane Romano on, and you guys can get to meet Jane. She's awesome. Hey, Jane,
Hi, Mike.
what's going on?
Oh, everything and nothing, you know.
Yeah, I hear you. So, it's an incredible story that you have, and I want to share your story with everybody I can because I think it's really, really powerful. Um, if you can we start with one thing here? Tell
Sure.
everybody how old you are, Jane.
29. No.
There you go, 29. And
I
look at her;
am
she looks all of 15,
I am 71 years young.
71 years young. And by the way, this smile is looking fantastic.
Thank you.
That's another story too, isn't it? That smile.
Yes.
Um, so, guys, we really just hit it off. We hung around a little bit while we were there. So I know all this. So I'm going to kind of just give her a minute here to tell you about where Jane was. How long ago now? When did you start?
I started the program on December 14th, 2020.
Right.
So just
Okay.
not even a year yet. Yes, eight
So you're
months.
7 months in, almost eight.
Yeah,
Actually, eight, almost nine.
8 months. Yeah.
Right. So tell everybody what was going on before you started in December.
Oh, my. I had massive open heart surgery on October 25th, 2019. So it'll be 2 years this October. And instead of getting better, I got worse. And then COVID hit, and I was already overweight, but I gained 40 more pounds. But I had shortness of breath. I couldn't walk more than 10 feet, 20 feet without my walker. I couldn't stand longer than 5 or 10 minutes, even in the kitchen to prepare a meal. I was shot. I was sitting in this lounge chair I'm in right now that I bought specifically for my surgery. It's an oversized lounge chair because I couldn't sleep when they cut you and they cut that bone. You can't sleep on your side for almost 2 months, and I can't sleep on my back. I get claustrophobic. So I bought this so I could sleep in it for 2 months, which is what I did. But then my recovery was not a recovery, and I wound up living in this chair, living in it day and night, and just vegging, watching TV. I don't know if anybody's ever seen my 600-pound life. Well, I was watching it, and I was telling my kids, "You're going to have to feed me pizzas in bed. Someone's going to have to wash me, take care of me." And my son was like, "Ma, get Brooke." They're not thrilled. But the other thing is, I've never been a depressed person. I've done jail ministry for years, and I've always been an encourager, but I didn't even realize, Mike, how depressed I was. I was beyond, I was just so depressed. And now I realize it coming out of it. Um, but anyway, I didn't want to be here anymore. And I think I shared that with you when we were down in Atlanta that,
You did.
did I have suicidal thoughts? Not really, but who wants to live? I'm 71. Do you want to live even another 10 years sitting in a chair, vegging, and not being able to do anything? No, it's not a life. So, anyway, that was the preempt. I'd heard so many things that were going to help me. I had a lot of people that loved me that were giving me advice, and I was shot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bad attitude. Bad, bad, bad.
I understand. Believe me, I understand. Um, yeah, and that was the part that just floored me. That it wasn't so much that you wanted to check out, but you were willing to let it go.
Yeah.
And and
Yep.
and I think that's something that happens to a lot of people. So tell them. how you wound up meeting your coach.
Well, I was sitting in my hairdresser's chair, who is my coach, and her coach came in, and they were just talking, and I just was listening. I wasn't saying too much. In my mind, I was going, yeah, yeah, yeah. Another weight loss, whatever. And I know my coach had lost 25 pounds, which was fine. She wasn't really obese. She wasn't overweight. She just wanted, to lose some weight, and that was good. But something clicked. I don't know. I went home and I sat there thinking about it. And again, with a rotten, rotten attitude, I was like, what have I got to lose? A couple of bucks? you know, I'll give them their big chance. And that was my attitude that, you know, yeah, I'll sign up, but let's see what they could do for me, and that was it. I mean, and it was interesting, Mike. I don't think I shared this with you, but the day after I started this program, as you know, we fuel our bodies, and I had to fuel my body at a certain time, and I had to go to my nurse practitioner. And I had just finished my fueling, and I had the little wrapper in my pocket, intending to show her. And again, my attitude in my mind was, she's going to say something like, you don't need that, bad diet stuff. Well, she took one look at the wrapper and she said, oh, yeah, my husband's already lost 88 pounds on that program. That was my confirmation from God that this was for me. The second day, the first day.
You never told me that story. I love that part.
I know. We didn't get awful lot of time. It was I wish I had spent, you guys were just wonderful, just so I can throw that in. You made me feel so welcome. I'm a single woman. I was there by myself, and you guys just welcomed me, and it was just so awesome. Just so awesome.
That's what we're all about. This isn't about, I think you know it by now.
Yes, I do.
So tell them then about the whole mind shift that you've had, besides the confirmation from God, because that's important too.
Oh, yeah.
But tell them about that whole mind shift and where you are today because of where you were in December.
Well, fast forward even like 2 weeks, I had absolutely no energy. And I have a friend that has a vitamin company in Florida. She's a nurse. She's a registered nurse. And she started her own vitamin company. And she was sending me, good stuff. I don't take junk, And I didn't feel any different. But within 2 weeks of being on this program, I was like, whoa. I'm serious. It was spooking me.
I lived it.
It spooked me a little bit because all of a sudden I was getting this energy and I was like, whoa, what's going on here? And little by little, I just started to be able to walk a little more, and I had a desire to get up and do something, and I could stand in the kitchen, for 15 minutes. It was very incremental, but it happened, immediately within a 2-week period, maybe even less than that. And since then, and I lost like 9 pounds, and I forget how many inches. I think ridiculous amount, 10 or 12 inches the first week. And again, my mind at the time, it's just water. I was taking Lasix, for crying out loud. You can't hold too much water with Lasix unless anybody hasn't tried it before. It's
yeah.
Once you take it, you better be in your house or somewhere.
It's creating a pass through.
Yeah. So, I just, like I said, we've talked a lot about, the program because there are different programs in our program, but the one that we're on, they call it a 5-in-1, and I was not going to do the 5-in-1-ish, like they call it, fooling around with it. If I was going to do this thing, I was going to take it seriously. And I thank God that I did. I have lost.
Well, actually, believe it or not, I do too, because I got to meet you.
Yes. Thank you. As of Monday's my weigh-in day. I have lost 76 pounds and 65 inches.
Nice.
And that's great. And I'm not done yet. I'm still, I'm on my journey still. I still have some that I'm going, but I went into what they call Wonderland this week.
Oh, you're in Wonderland?
I'm in Wonderland.
Guys, for those of you who don't know, Wonderland is under 200 pounds.
And I haven't been that
So,
in 20 years. I haven't been that in 20 years.
wow. Wow,
And
wow, 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 wow.
but the best part is my health. Oh my gosh. I was taking 6 blood pressure medicines. I'm down to a half a beta blocker right now. She's ready to take me off that
Take you
too.
up for that.
Yeah. Yeah. My cholesterol is perfect. She's lowered my thyroid medicine. I mean,
Wow.
I feel better than I did 20 years ago, seriously. And that's and I donated my walker. I think I told you that like
You
two
did, you
months
did,
ago. I
you did.
donated my walker. I kept it in the car for a while and I kept saying, what if, what if? And I heard the Lord say to me, what if nothing? Give it to somebody that needs it and then help them get off it too. So I donated that and I'm walking. I
Wow.
was down in New York City. I didn't even realize I had my little watch on that takes steps and everything. And I
Mhm.
had walked, I wasn't shopping, I was just walking in the city. And I walked over 2 miles
Wow.
without losing any breath. I don't know how much we walked in Atlanta. You saw how big that arena was and everything. I mean, we did
Yeah,
a lot of hiking down there
yeah.
and not even out of breath, not even, I mean, I'm tired, yeah, but good tired, you know? It's a good
Well, they were
tired.
long days too. So,
Yeah, yeah. So,
well, that,
needless to
go ahead.
say, I am a long life advocate um, of this program and Dr. Anderson and all the community, the wonderful people. I have never met, you know, I'm a chaplain and I've been in a lot of churches and not to put anybody down, but I've never met a group of people that are positive. I don't care if you've lost 10 pounds or you've gained 17. You never hear a derogatory remark. Oh, what's the matter with you? Why can't you get it together? Blah, blah, blah. Never, never. Everybody just,
Yeah.
you know, applauds each other and, you know, encourages each other. It's just great.
Yeah, and that's really the core of it. It's all about what we teach ourselves in our minds, and what we do for ourselves. And people don't realize that. And I don't think I don't think you could say to anybody that you didn't start this for selfish reasons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
You know.
and with a discouraged attitude, you know. And you know, my new mantra is because I go on and do lives on my Facebook now, Mike, and stuff. And
Good.
my new thing is, what if I had said no on December 14th? Where would I be right now? I don't
Would you
know.
be?
I really don't know. I've had some seriously stressful things happen. I have some adopted boys because God has a sense of humor, and some really, really stressful things have happened in the last few months. And had they happened when I was still sick and in this chair, I could almost guarantee I would have had a stroke or had a heart attack or been in the hospital.
Right.
And it has saved my life. It has saved,
Yeah.
literally saved my life. And so I'm telling everybody that I know. People say, my kids used to say that about God. Do you have to talk to everybody? I said, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
now they're not with me anymore. Now I go by myself. But yeah,
Right.
I need to tell everybody that will stand still long enough to listen.
And you know what? It's worth it.
Right. Right.
Amen. So then, you know what? Let's wrap this up because we actually have a power hour scheduled at 7:30.
Okay.
So are you doing them?
The what?
The power hours?
I am sometimes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Definitely.
love them. I didn't think I would like them, but I love them. So
Yeah.
here's what we'll do then. Let's do this. Why don't you tell everybody if there was one thing you could say to everybody who's watching, what would that one thing be?
Love yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in this program. If you've heard about it, if you think it's something that'll help you, give it a try. You won't be disappointed if you do it seriously and with the right um, motives. Yeah, I want to be here for my grandkids, but now I want to be here for me. Now I can go on that cruise and walk off the pier. I couldn't do that 3 years ago. I had to stay in the
Yep.
chair.
Right.
You
They had to
know.
wheel you up the ramps. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Couldn't do it without a wheelchair. Who wants to get pushed around? You know, the Dominican Republic on a wheelchair? It's like
I'm with you. I'm with you.
No, do it. If you've had any thoughts about joining, if you've had any thoughts about the people that have, invited you to think about this program, please, if you have any story like mine, even a little bit, or if your mother does, or your aunt, or your father, it's never too late. I'm 71 and I'm going backwards now.
There you go. And I'm going to add to that and say that I probably feel way better than what I did when I was 20 years ago. I mean, I'm out kayaking 5 miles a day right now.
Good for you.
So I'm 62 years old with two stents in my heart. So I'm with you. I'm when I heard your story, I was like, I know this woman.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to have to wrap this up.
Okay.
Thank you for touching so many people. I appreciate it. I hope you got to share this on your wall. If you didn't, I'll share it for you.
I think I did. And
All right,
thank you
awesome.
for
I'll take a
inviting
look.
me. You and your
Oh,
lovely
it was a
wife.
pleasure. I love doing these. I'm going to continue doing these every Wednesday. So
Good.
if you
I'll
have
be
anybody else
watching.
who might want, what's that?
I'll be
You'll be
watching.
watching? Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. All right. We love you, Jane.
Love you too.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you on the live.
See you on the live. Bye-bye.
Bye.